Oh, hi! This week, I'm going to show you guys a super cool way to fix a hole in your sweater or whatever garment you have. And if that super cool way doesn't actually work out, I do have an iron-on patch because, you know, beer fixes everything. Here's what you need. Like I said, any kind of garment should be fine. It doesn't need a hole to do this project, but this just seems like a good time and place for this. It's Hufflepuff colors, you guys. Then I'm gonna need some matching fabric. This is very flimsy though, and I need something sturdier, so I actually have this from when I made my subspace purse, a la Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim. And it even has interfacing ironed to the back of it already, so this is like sturdy as fuck. Because we need something that's gonna hold the shape. And this is the shape I wanna make. Hey, cute little heart. That's why I have ink all over me now. You're also gonna need an iron, which until this week, I fucking hated using irons. But I have seen some magical fabric shit happen this past week. You can't do without pressing things or it's going to look like garbage. P.S. friends, if you don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you probably didn't see the news. I got a new job and I work at a costume shop now and it's the fucking dream. I am beyond words at how cool this job is. I know it's only week 1, so it's probably the honeymoon period, but like, I get to make costumes for a living. Someone whose sewing skills I admire very much is paying me so they can teach me how to sew things well. What? What and also what? If you're thinking to yourself, cool, what the fuck were you doing before to earn money? Certainly not through YouTube, especially with the news this week. Though I'm in the clear for now because I have enough watch time. So super duper thank you guys for watching my shit enough that I didn't get taken out of the YouTube partner program. It's also thanks to you guys I'm above the 1,000 subscriber benchmark you need to be above. If you would like me to post like a ranty video about the YouTube updates, let me know. I have lots to say. Anyways, maybe I will also include like a job history in that YouTube video or a separate one if you give a shit about jobs that I've had. They've been kind of weird ones. Holy shit. Anyways, let's make the thing, shall we? Oh, I also need a matching thread and a sewing machine. As always, scissors and pins will probably be helpful. Oh, so the first thing I'm going to do is just assess the damage to the shirt. Or, you know, if it's undamaged, skip this part. It's a little too big for me to go and kind of like stitch it shut without it looking kind of crummy. But this one, it looks like someone rammed a decent sized knitting needle right through it. Did someone get shot in a Hufflepuff sweater? Death by Sharpie, maybe? I'm going to stop sticking things in this hole. Great. And then yes, like I said, I have a matching material and then like a sturdy kind of underlining. If your matching material is the sturdy material, then you can cut this down to just one piece of scrap fabric. I'm gonna lay my sweater down and make sure it's just the single layer, so I'm gonna kind of pull the back of it away. But it is right sides out. I didn't flip this inside out or anything. And I take the right side of my scrap fabric and face that right sides together over this hole. And I put some pins on the edge just so nothing's moving around. I'm gonna lay this other scrap, which I have already drawn on. You can do whatever shape you want. I just think a heart would be cute, but you could do like a circle, square. You could do like some Triforce shit, though you would have to do 3 separate holes that way, and that's too much work for the time I have this morning. So yeah, I'm just gonna make sure this heart shape is right over the hole. And I'm also gonna pin that in place. Okay, I got my 3 layers of fabric. As long as these 2 here are right sides together, you're fine. It doesn't matter where this one's gonna face because it's gonna be completely hidden from the world. Next step is I'm going to very carefully do 2 rows of stitching around this heart shape, just right on the lines. It's going to be a lot of turning and curving, but I want it as clean as possible. So I'm just making sure I don't have any bunching of the rest of my sweater under here. It's a little tricky making sure you only get 1 layer. Make sure it's a straight stitch. You want it to be short, close together stitches. So when you're doing like kind of a complicated shape like this, you're going to have to do this a lot. Put your needle down, lift up your presser foot, turn everything. Again, make sure it's just the one end of the sweater in here. You don't want to stitch it shut so you can't put your big fucking head through here. And then put the presser foot back down and then just continue your stitching. And when you go around a curve like the top of the heart, you're gonna do like 1 stitch, then turn it the littlest bit. And then do your next stitch, turn it a little bit. Tedious, but it's gonna look so nice. Oh, look how cute. Okay, so I have my 2 rows of stitching. I don't know if you can even see it over the Sharpie. Before you start the next thing, start heating up your iron if you haven't already. I remembered this time. I'm also checking to make sure that the heart stitching is over the hole, which it is. Now I'm gonna take some really sharp pointed scissors. I am gonna cut out parts of the inside of the heart, but not all of it, just kind of the middle. I'm making snips right to the edge of the stitching, but not through the stitches. It's very important. And for a shape like this with this many curves, you want to make a lot of them. Here we go. You can see through the hole, kind of maybe. Great. Here's where the magic happens. I'm going to take all of this and fold it inside the sweater. It's so much bulk through such a tiny hole. Ooh, see? Look at that shit. Okay, it probably doesn't actually look like much yet. All this is on the inside now, and I'm gonna iron this down really quick. You can kind of see where I'm going, right? Is this making sense? Hit it with that steam though. And it's starting to take more shape. Okay, so now the last step is do a little round of top stitching. And it'll make it look extra fabulous, and so it won't like turn out on itself. Well, if you are equally as mad about the YouTube updates, again, I can talk about it in a separate video if you want to hear all of my thoughts and what you could maybe do to help the little guys. I would super recommend checking out Patreon. This is a link to my page, but if there's any small creators that you really like, even just $1 is going to do them a world of good with all this craziness going on. You would like to see what other cool shit I get to learn working at this costume shop? You can subscribe over here. I post new videos every week. And just for memory's sake, I'll put up the very first video that I ever drank during right around here. I haven't even started filming it and I already get shit everywhere.